Hey,
What kind of truck do we have?
we got a Freightliner 1996 Classic XL. My wife Phyllis, known as TinkerBell, and most people know me as Doc. We bought this truck in 2005, so we've been working on it for 20 years. We have done everything you see, literally. We've done everything ourselves except paint the tractor and stretch the frame. It's got a 12.7 Detroit engine, 13-speed double over transmission, 373 gears, and it is 351-inch wheelbase. The trailer is a 2006 utility spread axle.
That's your truck?
That's yours, huh?
Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you.
Why is it called the Goose?
So we've always named everything nicknamed, and so we decided to call this one the Goose. I seen an old goose out on a pond at home when I was checking some cattle one day, and I thought, you know what? I like that. There's the Goose. I just think I'll name that truck the Goose. So that's how I got its name. We've just done the floor last summer. We redone it. It's marble with a epoxy covering.
And the green. Is
So,
it your favorite color? Or?
It is. It's always been my favorite color, and Tinkerbell's kind of got used to it, or she fools me real good, or something. But we just done the suicide doors, which is it's pretty rare to find a truck with. I call that our green alligator.
Yeah, this is nice.
And I tell people you have to go to Australia. I fib sometimes. You have to go to Australia to find a green alligator. Crocodile, I guess, down there.
I like the modification and the personalized seats.
The seats are Superior Seating out of Elkhart, Indiana. Made those seats about 10 years ago. And then a company called National Auto Trim in Harrison, Arkansas, just reupholstered them. And they're back. They done a wonderful job. They're back at better than new.
Yeah, they look good. They look great.
They're great people that own National Auto Trim.
Is this a working truck or?
Oh yeah. It's our everyday driver. This sleeper we actually bought out of a salvage yard about 12 years ago, and they were using it for a shed. So we gutted it out and completely remodeled the inside, all on the road.
Yeah.
So, but shell was good, but the inside was destroyed. So.
Is there a separate entrance to the sleeper?
Yeah, it's right here in the back.
Okay.
Back door. We put a shop room in the front of the trailer when we bought the sleeper, so that we could put our supplies in there to work on the sleeper. And the fenders, all the fenders on the truck and trailer, the bumper, the visor they're all fiberglass, made by Talladega Fiberglass. And
This is fiberglass?
It is fiberglass, yep. And then it's rock guarded. These, believe it or not, these are coming on 6 years old.
Wow.
And people fuss about their fenders getting dinged up, but we rock guarded them. And Talladega makes such a good thick fender that they have really holding up good. We're very tickled with it. Everything Talladega makes is good though, because they make it beefy, strong, and we use a lot of their products. They're a really good company. They're in Lincoln, Alabama.
So when you say that you rock guarded it, what kind of material is
It's
used?
It's kind of like a plastic coating.
And that's to prevent
Chips.
scratches and okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, the gravel from the highway and stuff are make little rock chips, but the rock guard is not to make the fender last, because the fenders are super good and strong, but the rock guard is to make the paint last.
Okay.
And that way you see the shine, how the lights shine.
Yeah. And so fiberglass is a better material for protection against like the scratches and
Yes.
the dents
And it don't crease. It don't bend.
Oh, okay.
We love stainless. We use a lot of stainless, but stainless fenders don't last because they crease and they get rock dings in them. We just wrapped this trailer about a year ago with Bennett family of companies. That's who we work for now. We recruit drivers for them. Excellent company. We've helped a lot of people by recruiting them to go to work for Bennett. They own about 14 companies. They have about 4,800 drivers, and
I've never seen any truck tires with this. So tell me what this is.
these
They
are
look like,
they're jewels.
yeah.
These are made by Grand General Accessories. They're out of California, and not only just these lug nut covers, but all these cool lights, and you can see how the top of them they got green underneath them. Those are all Grand General.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, the drills are really nice.
Oh yeah, those
Was
jewels.
that TinkerBell's idea?
How'd you know?
It looks like a feminine touch.
Yeah. She seen them at a truck show in Dallas, and she's like, "We got to have some of them." So
Definitely her idea.
one of the owners of Grand General is a good friend of ours, and he lets us know when something's new. These lights are new. We've got a exterior speaker system, stereo system. These green lights here are also Grand General. The T-bumper is Talladega fiberglass.
So you said you were working on it since 2005?
Yeah. So one question we get a lot is, what do we have these extra tanks for?
Yeah.
Well, a lot of times when we set for shows or for, whatever we need to set for, a better load or shows, we need extra water.
Water?
So we put extra water. Now the little one there is diesel fuel for a generator that's underneath. Mm-hmm. But these two, this one's water, this one's septic. So if we have to set, we can be self-contained.
Nice. That's actually pretty smart.
We put a lot of thought into it. It's the tanks underneath there. I actually have to give credit to the owner of Bennett, one of the owners of Bennett, because he suggested. He said, "Why don't you put some tanks under there where you have enough water?" I'm like, well, I actually had a couple of extra tanks under there, but they were ugly. And he said, "We could polish these up." And I said, "Hey, talk me right into it." So we did it. The trailer is temperature controlled, and that's a mini split that will heat or cool.
Oh, nice. So what's inside the trailer?
The front is that little shop room that I talked about. And then we have a section that is for our extra stuff that we need. And then there's a section that we haul the show supplies in.
Oh, okay.
And then we have room for 2 to 10 pallets here on the back. Right now there's no room in it because we're fully loaded with show supplies because we're just starting our show season.
Definitely put a lot of work and a lot of thought.
It's a lot of long nights driving and thinking. That's what keeps me awake. And because Phyllis drives mostly during the day.
Oh, so she drives too?
Yeah. She's had her CDL for over 20 years.
Oh, wow.
And May 8th, I will have 45 years trucking. So, many thanks to Superior Trailer that done these back doors for us. And XK Glow is the headlights, the colored headlights that we have. Bull Snot is the cleaning product. The man that invented Bull Snot is actually a good friend of ours, Van Brown, and he's just a genius. These are some of the companies that Bennett owns, and then Grand General that I was talking about on all these lights. That
It's a beautiful truck.
thank you very much. You want to go back up that side?
Definitely shows, your passion.
Thank you very much. Well, one of the mainest things we do out here is a highway missionary work.
Okay.
So Church at Home supplies us the Bibles that we have, and then Bennett supplies us the storybooks and all that kind of stuff. They told us they would supply anything for the mission work that we needed, and they have. They've been very good to us. It's hard to imagine what how good Bennett has been to us.
My brother drives, so I've always had an interest just because of him.
Right.
I wanted to put a truck on the road, but I thought about it with all the problems that he experiences, and
Exactly.
I don't have the patience.
Exactly. It's
too much work with them breaking down and you having to fix and change.
You see all the rope trim around everything. That's the way the sleeper is trimmed out too, is in the rope. And we take the rope and then we weave the lights around them and glue them in. It made a little different look.
It takes a lot of thought, man, just to think about what can I do to make it.
Well, I wanted some of that feminine look that you mentioned a while ago, because that's important for women to feel feminine, or in my opinion it is. So I put a lot of thought into that, taking what she says and then try to make it I have to take her ideas and make them workable, and sometimes it's a challenge.
But it's nice that you are considerate of her thoughts and how she feels about it.
Thank you. Yes, and if we hear it every day. Well, I couldn't stay with my wife or my husband that tight of quarters. But you either grow into it or you grow away from it. So.
How long do you stay out when you go on the road?
Usually close to 3 months.
What?
Yeah, two to 3 months.
3 months?
And,
that is a long time.
And then we go home like early November, and then we'll stay home to New Year's.
Okay.
So, and we had never been able to be home during the holidays, at least for both holidays.
Shows or work?
Yeah, so we'll run through the spring, summer, and fall. We'll run real hard all through them, and then we take our time that we've accumulated up at that, kind of like the month of December.
What do you pull mostly?
We stay hooked to this dry van all the time. Right now, with the amount of show supplies we have on, we stay real busy with that.
Okay.
So we've worked. This is our third show this year,
Okay.
and we will get a couple more in before Louisville. If you've never got to go to Louisville, you should try that. It's the big one.
The big one?
Yeah.
When is that?
It's in March, like the third weekend in March, something like that. But they will be. It's like this show on steroids. This is a really nice show. This Florida trucking show, they've built it up good. We've made some nice friends down here. We was here last year. And
it's the first time I saw it floating around on Facebook.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, that looks interesting.
Yeah.
I want to go see what it's about. So it's my first time coming.
Oh, really?
I didn't even know they had a truck show.
Really?
I drove from Port St. Lucie, which is an hour and 45 minutes up north. So I just wanted to come down and see. I go to car shows.
Yeah.
But I didn't know they had a truck show.
Yeah.
I'm glad I came.
Well, there will be a big show in Wildwood, Florida.
Okay.
In April. Along about the third week in April.
Okay.
And then Tony Justice, the singer, truck driver, it's a good friend of ours.
Yeah.
He has a show, and it will be in Bristol, Tennessee this year.
Okay.
And so there's lots of shows, but we try to put together a good show list that we can cover lots of bases.
Yeah, that's what I have to do. Put together a list.
That's right.
Because I keep forgetting what's happening when.
That's right. Well, I do too. and this is TinkerBell. TinkerBell. Woo.
Told me about your touches.
No, that's not the way. Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You and her, I've seen you
Have you?
different shows on YouTube.
I see. Thank you very much. Yeah.
You all did all the work
Oh yeah.
pretty much yourself.
Yep. We just done those suicide doors, and we just redone the floor a few months back. We're always doing something.
Right. She wasn't like it nowhere.
Thank you very much. It's unique.
Oh yeah.
That's what we like about it. You're talking to that.
Oh.
But it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like the color and the modifications. I like how personalized the inside. I see the TinkerBell and the Doc seats. I love it. And so, do you enjoy driving?
Oh, yeah.
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 Because he told me that you drive too, and I was like impressed.
Yeah, 20 years.
20 years.
Mm-hmm.
Did you go into it because it was your passion, or because he was doing it?
Because he was doing it. Back then we had a farm and we had 7 trucks and we had bull racks. And that's how I started. I'd go with him on the weekends because I was a manager at Walmart.
Okay.
And so I put in a lot of hours. He kept the kids and he took them with him. I mean, he's a very good husband that took all 5 kids with him, and that's hard.
Yeah.
They were going to relocate me, Walmart's was, and I told them I'm not relocatable. We have a farm, we have trucks. And they said, okay, so I gave my notice and went with him and started working with him on the farm. And then, because we had like 300 head of cows.
Wow.
And so we would stay home and feed the cows during the winter. During the summer, we got to go out on the trucks. And I just fell in love with it. And he says, he thought I was on vacation. And I said, no, I need to learn to drive. So he taught me to drive and got my CDL.
I love that.
Yeah.
I do DOT physicals. I'm a nurse practitioner.
Oh, wow.
So I do the physicals for the drivers too. So I see a lot of drivers. I was telling Doc, my twin brother is a driver, so I have connection to the trucking world and the industry. So it's really, I always find it so cool when I see a woman driving.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's badass.
I do too, but it makes me worry about the safety. They need to be aware of where they're at and what they're doing.
True.
A lot of bad stuff goes on out there, but you can do it.
Yes.
You just be prepared.
Yeah.
We have handguns that we conceal and carry, and then I've got a stun. I got me, because a lot of places don't want you to carry your gun in, so that's fine. So I got me a little ring, and it's supposed to stun you. I mean, I haven't got it yet, but I ordered it. I thought that'd be really cool.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you need self-defense.
Yes.
I mean,
because you just never know, the world is so unsafe nowadays. It's just, you definitely have to be vigilant and proactive.
right. But, Bennett is really into women trucking because
like
the
it.
woman that started Bennett was a woman and her husband, and then she passed away.
Yeah.
So she's got a thing saying women in the driver's seat.
Yeah. Oh, nice. I like that.
And she's got each terminal, they have like driver's lounges. They have men and women bathrooms. Men can't go in the women. If you're a woman, you get a special badge and it's plushed in there. So she takes care of the women. She's been very